before we start, let me switch the scene for everybody on the stream. All right, guys, hello and welcome back to the Escape Gaming Masters qualification. We are here with Slam versus MELKOR on Arena, and I'm joined once again by Memb.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we're waiting a bit, but this is gonna be great. Slam and MELKOR with great civilizations, monk civilizations, but with completely different civilizations than the standard. No Aztecs, we have Burmese, and we will see. I think we're going to see, I don't know what you think, but we say it several times. A lot of monks, man. I have the feeling that a lot of monks are gonna happen, really.
Yeah, I agree. And Slam here as the Burmese. Of course, we saw Tato taking the Burmese in his round 1 game, and he did win against Winchester as well as the Burmese, playing against the, who was it actually? It was the Malay that he played against. This time, Slam as the Burmese, but he's playing against MELKOR this time. Also as Mateus, which is his Vubli name at the moment. He's playing in the red here as the Portuguese. And I was just saying before we started the cast, I think this is one of the first times we've ever seen the Portuguese in a really high-level game. So I'm looking forward to this. And it's a very different play style for both civs as well. Now, as you said, we think we'll see monks, and that's certainly the case with the Burmese, but it's nice because we can see where the relics are without having to try and find them on the minimap, because Slam has the visibility of the relics at the start of the game, which means he knows where they're going to be. And that's really nice in Arena because you can then send your scout there, or you can send a unit there to protect it whilst you wait for your monk to make its way over and collect the relic up. And it looks like all the relics are in the center of the map as well, so all of them in theory should be collectible for Slam.
Yeah, it's not a clear advantage for one or the other player. I was checking the resources location in both maps, and it seems to be a fair one from both. A bit better if you ask me, maybe for MELKOR. I see how many goals he has inside. Well, 1, 2.
They both only have.
It's the same.
Yeah, they both have 2, but I maybe prefer MELKOR's map slightly, just because I don't know. I mean, it's actually pretty even, like you say. Actually, it's pretty even, in my opinion. They both have about the same amount of space in the back. They both have 2 gold powers within the walls. Both of their main golds are quite close to the wall, which
also both. So
yeah, both bore inside, and that's pretty even stuff. So that's what we like to see. Of course, with Age of Empires, the random map can always cause some problems. But whoa, there you go. Slam accidentally taking a sheep there with these villagers. I'm wondering if there's maybe a little bit of lag between him and MELKOR, since obviously there is the Atlantic Ocean between them, and quite a bit of land as well, because I think Slam is in the west coast of Canada, so there's a really big distance between the 2 players.
But Slam has a really good connection and pin. I don't know. Anyway, sometimes if you don't pay attention, the village is going super close to the ship, and he just got it. I think that the pin should be fine. Let's hopefully that they play this a smooth game. I think they will. They play a lot of times together in 4v4, team games, so it should be no problem for them.
Yeah, I agree, actually. They should. And, Slam did speak to me before this tournament saying that he's not lost a game versus MELKOR in a tournament ever. So, no, never. So Slam really feeling confident, I think. And the community also seems to think that Slam has the edge. I would agree. I would say Slam has the edge, but something you said, Mem, before this game started was that on Arena, maybe that edge won't be as big for Slam.
I think it's not that big, really, in this map. And also, I don't know what you think about the psychological factor. The extra overconfidence, it can be a bad thing, actually.
Yes, exactly.
It can be a bad thing, and hopefully, well, they are going to play both their best, and with their best play style there over the table, we're going to see a great game. The starting in Arena is pretty standard. I think, well, we can go on it, but it's most of the times the same, right? 4 villages on wood, and everything else on foot till, like, what? 20, 21 that they add
22,
wood, and then depend they will go for gold with the civilization, I assume.
Yeah, definitely. I think, well, Slam definitely will, since he wants to go for the monks. But I would quite like to talk about what we might see from the Portuguese here, because we've not seen a huge amount of the Portuguese. We saw a lot of the Burmese in battle for Angkor, so I think the people watching are fairly knowledgeable about what to expect from the Burmese. But the Portuguese, yeah, we've not seen too much of them in competitive play. So let's quickly go over the civilization. They're a naval and gunpowder civ. Their unique unit is the organ gun, which is like a really beefy hand cannoneer. And they have a nice bonus, which means all of their units cost 15% less gold. So that's a really nice bonus, especially in a 1v1, because there's no trade in a 1v1, right? So that saving on gold is going to be really nice as the game goes on, especially when the gold starts to run out. Obviously, we might expect to see Slam grabbing more relics as the Burmese, but Melkor should try and grab some relics as well. But the extra gold that he's going to get from that bonus is really nice in a 1v1 game.
For sure, I agree, but I'm really not sure if the game go for a late Imperial. I still believe that the Slam civilization is better in late Imperial. Portuguese might be better in other kind of maps for the late Imp. The units from Burmese also. Well, they are really strong. The infantry, I think they have some extra bonus as well for Burmese, if I'm not wrong. So I want to see. I'm really curious what they are going to do. If they don't go for monks, and I was talking for too much maybe about the monks, I will get surprised, really. So well, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the Portuguese will struggle against the monk play, and maybe he'll feel like he kind of has to go monks just because that's what's happening on Slam's side of the map. So he might feel really kind of maybe forced into what choices he has here. But I'm interested to see what Melkor has up his sleeve. But another thing I want to just quickly look at is the arquebus, and I think this is actually really good for the late game for the Portuguese. I don't think their late game is all too bad at all. With arquebus, their gunpowder units get ballistics. So bombard cannons with ballistics. It's really good for dealing with siege. And so if he can make that like late game, I think he's going to have maybe even get the edge because of that. Because we saw the army composition from Tato in the game one, right? It was onagers and trebs with some Arambai and some halbs. Well, if you've got ballistics on your
he's great.
Gunpowder, that's awesome.
He's great. Imagine if you gather some good amount, how fast you can kill the monks also. Or
Exactly.
Everything actually. Whoa.
You can do a lot with that. But the question is, will Melkor have prepared for this? Will he be comfortable with his civilization enough to think to maybe consider this technology? Other than that, I mean, the Portuguese don't really have anything that stands out too much. The organ gun probably won't be a very effective unit this game because of the monks. They'll just get converted very easily by Slam. And obviously the organ gun is his unique unit. Other than that, I expect we might see like a composition of arbalest in the late game. Maybe we'll see him making quite a bit of gunpowder as well. But, you know, gunpowder is expensive, and when there's monks on the field, it's always a risk, right?
Well, it's a risk, but I was checking just when you were telling about the army composition that the Slam is with 4 villages on stone and 3 on gold. So they're going like that that went in the first one. To drop a castle, man. He will drop a castle.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, man.
Interesting. And if we look at Melkor right now, he's moving villagers over to gold. He's got 6 villagers going over to gold, which means that he's probably considering monks, since you wouldn't add that many to gold if you weren't. Slam with just 4 villagers on gold, but like you say, 4 villagers on stone as well. That castle drop could be good, but I tend to think if you're dropping a castle, you're going to want to put it defensively. And if Slam's playing defensive, will he be able to collect as many relics as you would like this game?
And I don't think so he should play with this civilization and against Melkor defensive because he will get
Yeah.
more chances to Melkor because actually I think with the multitasking these players Slam is 1 or 2 step ahead, but in late Imperial the difference is getting closer and closer. You know what I mean? I don't know if there is a lot of action from the start. I think the control from Islam is better. For that he's 2.4k most of the times, right? And Melkor is 2.2 as well. They are both. Everyone here is top players, but still, the multitasking in this kind of battle is crucial, and I think he should try to go aggressive.
Yeah, well, we're looking at this right now. Melkor's gone up with 1 less villager, and he's going to be a little faster to the castle age. I'm expecting we'll see 2 town centers from him and 1 monastery, and he'll just try and collect the 2 relics that are close to him. From Slam, I'm expecting he'll put his castle, I mean, if you look at his map, the gold, it's on the front, so he's probably going to want to put his castle close to that main gold. But let's see, I mean, Castle Age coming in for Melkor now, this is where he shows his hand. There's the 1 monastery. Will he add a second? I don't think so. I think he's going to, whoa, he does, 2 monasteries. That's pretty confident from him.
Well, I was wondering, when you see so many villages on gold, he has 6 villages on gold. Well, you can balance your economy with the market, but he's going aggressive. 2 monasteries, and Islam is going to do what? Well, he is still, now in Castle Age. What he's going to do?
1 monastery.
Monastery.
And the castle eventually, or did he sell some? I think he sold some stone, you know. I'm pretty sure he had more stone than that. No, he didn't sell any stone.
No,
he built a TC.
He
built a TC. That's why. Okay, so Slam's not really rushing the castle here.
No.
He is looking to get the monks. And that's fine, but it's going to be 1 monastery versus 2 at this rate, because there's 2 up already for Melkor. There's only the 1 for Slam, and Slam has less villages on gold as well, so he's not going to be able to keep monks coming out from 2 monasteries either. This could be interesting, because I think it's really, really interesting for Melkor to try and grab the relics as early as possible here and just deny that from Slam. As the game goes on, like we said, he's going to have that long-term reduction in gold cost of his units. His units cost less gold overall. So if he can grab the relics as well on top of that, that could give him a really nice edge here.
Well, I'm getting the feeling that we can see another 2 TCs with Burmese. You know what I mean? Like going the faster Imperial Age, because I don't know. He's gathering now the stone to make the castle, and only one monastery. It makes no sense. I mean, he will have to drop a castle because he knows that with 1 monastery you are exposed that your opponent is going to rush you. I mean, you are not going to be able to attack because he's not attacking, and you are not going to be able to defend if the other is coming aggressive. So let's see.
Yeah, what's interesting to me, I think if we look at Slam now, he's adding a lot of villages onto gold. That's 9 villages, I think. 3, 6, 9 villages going over to gold. He's not adding a 3rd TC. No. He's just going to stay on 2, like you say, and he's going to put the castle up, and maybe he's going to go for the Arambai. It's a pretty expensive unit.
You want that unit. You want that unit also. You like it.
I like it.
With the previous one. I think it's a strong unit, actually. But you need a combo.
I don't know if it's that good. Exactly. You need something to go with it. I don't think it's that good on its own, especially like when your opponent's behind a wall.
He's gonna drop the castle for sure. He's waiting for that. I think he will go fast Imperial. I don't know if you can call this fast Imperial, but he's sending villages forward. This is gonna be. Oh, look at the castle he's doing. Imagine if Melkor was going aggressive with siege or something. This is so risky.
It's ballsy.
This is so risky. He's taking the risk. I agree that he has the scout there, has some monks, so if you put the forward war and with the forward war, he doesn't see anything around. But these kind of castles can cost you the game, really.
They can. I mean, your opponent could send their monks over and convert 4 villagers.
Yeah, man. That's it, man.
They could be going aggressive with siege, like you say. Obviously, though, Slam had the scout, so he knew what was going on. But he will get the castle up, I think. I think I'm a little ahead of you. I'm at 21 minutes right now.
Yes.
Or 2050. Matthias, Melkor killing a monk there. Nice. And he's got his own monk to steal that relic as well. This is looking good. He's going to be able to maybe... Oh, no. He's going to lose his monk as well, isn't he? Yeah. all the monks gonna die just fighting over the relic there. But I think Melkor will be able to secure that relic. He's got another monk going over. And the reason we look at the relics so much is because in a 1v1, it really does have a big impact. And right now, Slam with just one relic in the bank, and Melkor, he's going to have 4. That's really nice.
But look at Slam resources. He's going for 2 DCs in
Yes.
His resources are going just to that. He will start to sell some resources as well soon, I guess.
He'll sell some stone, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, he's doing another monastery. No, he's doing another monastery. He's going to add the second one. That's interesting. But with the castle, what's the plan? Like, you know, I think, yeah, you're right. He's looking for the fast Imperial or the faster Imperial. It's not going to be a typical fast Imperial strat. But I guess once he gets to Imp, he just wants to create a couple of trebs and try and bust through here.
It's with a strategy. I mean, we don't want to say, but we feel, right, Zach, that is some with a strategy that can work out for sure. They know better than us, but the castle is not at home, so it's not defensive. Even if he's going in the north, Matthews, he can attack Slam now, and the castle is not defending anything, right? And it's also not aggressive castle. So, but Slam is clicking in 23 minutes to Imperial. Oh man.
Yeah, this is fast, and this is kind of dangerous because if you look at Melkor, he's just putting up his 4th town center, and I think we're seeing a similar problem that we saw in game number 1. Melkor's feeling overconfident. He's overcommitting here. He's thinking, right, well, I've got all the relics. I may as well add a 4th TC and boom hard. Meanwhile, Slam's going Imp, and he's going to be ready. As soon as he hits the Imperial Age, Slam is going to be ready to be aggressive here. And that's what he's really looking for. The Arambai coming out, he's going to support his trebs with that and try and bust through this wall and basically knock Mateus out, knock Melkor out before those relics matter. What do the relics matter if you're already dead?
The relics right now, it's really important, but that's gonna be more important in the late game.
Game, exactly.
Right now, he has a castle, he's almost in Imperial. He probably will, I will really pay attention if he's gonna make all the upgrades. Remember that they are super cheap. He has already Sanity. He has 45 HP, those monks. Gonna be in Imperial, but
Atonement just finished. And
Melkor,
as soon as he gets Imp, he's looking for the upgrades for sure. He wants block printing as a priority.
Trebuchet and monks right now.
And Arambai as well.
Arambai, and that's it. This is what he's going.
But you know, the nice thing about the Arambai actually is that you can't upgrade them very much. You can only do 1 defense upgrade, and then that's it. They don't have +2 or +4 defense. They don't have any attack upgrades. So right now, these Arambai are basically fully upgraded. And I think that's why they make a great unit choice, actually. So I take that back earlier, saying that maybe they're not a great choice. I actually think they are, because they don't need many upgrades. You just buy the unit, and then it works. You don't have to worry about spending hundreds and hundreds of resources at the blacksmith. And Slam, he's going to drop another castle on the front, that's for sure. I was going to say this earlier, but he kept those 4 villagers on the stone. That's a forward castle drop, but here we go. Melkor coming in with his own monks now, and he's going to have something to say about this.
Well, but actually it's almost the same amount of monks with some Arambais. He probably... I'm checking Slam. Slam is doing the average. No, the fight is there. Oh man, look at that castle, man. It can be even more forward. Impossible, man. Impossible. Super forward. But the battle with the monks, who's gonna win
Conversions
this?
coming in. It was Slam. Slam got the conversions.
And he's getting all, right? Well, if he's doing the castle, he has the advantage, definitely.
Another one.
How about the resources?
Nice.
Look at resources for Melkor if he play properly. He's on the way to Imperial with almost double the population that Melkor, but he will have a castle on his face, and well, the Trebuchet incoming, right? Trebuchet incoming.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Trebuchet's on the way, and this is really rough. Of course, the castle can be used to break down the wall as well. The Arambai here. Now, I was hoping that Melkor would be able to convert some Arambai, and then the Arambai would kill the monks from Slam. What actually ended up happening was Slam just converted Melkor's monks, and that ended up going really badly for him. He lost, I think, 3 monks to conversions there. Right now, a 3rd monastery coming up, but do you really want to be making monks against the Burmese? They're the best monk civ in the game, arguably. I don't know, man.
I started to see some weird decisions, but what I see is that Slam with 12 range, with block printing, with the Iron Bites getting inside really soon, right? Oh man,
He's in.
He's in already.
This is looking good for Slam. But this is a window, right? Slam has to do the damage now before Melkor's economy, being so large, allows Melkor to push him out and push him back. But yeah, I mean, Slam, he's there. He's ready to go. The Arambai are done. And like I said earlier, they don't need any upgrades. So this is huge.
Another mistake that I see here from Melkor is first not walling in the north and send always villages outside. Send always villages. Imagine if now he's get trapped in his base. It's over. At least move some of your economy to expand because you have a lot of villages. Your population is actually better by 10.
Oh no, the Imperial HTC. It's in the Imperial HTC. 96, 97, 98. Oh no.
That's the game, man.
Slam. He takes it down and the Imperial HTC. It's
Zero! What is going on here? He lost the TC!
Slam knows.
He lost the
Slam
TC!
knows.
Oh my god!
Oh, unbelievable. Melkor, it's falling apart now for Melkor here. Unbelievable. Oh, God.
How it can
that
happen?
Is not good.
I mean, well, first rule in this kind of things. We were not talking about that because, Zach, if I'm telling you he has 4 or 5 TCs, you will go for Imperial to the Backton Center, right?
Yeah.
No, never forward. I never could imagine that he was going Imperial with that.
It was, but it was like, it wasn't even, it was 99%, right?
99% for sure, man. For sure.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was 99%. It was about to tick to 100 when the last thing came in. That's so close.
You have super strong material here to make a video on YouTube with 99.5% going to Imperial, man. You can make a slow replay. This is crazy, man. Just crazy.
It's the closest I've ever seen. That's the closest I've ever seen. But look at Melkor's resources. It's not over. He's got 1,000 of everything right now.
Well, Zach, he could go to Imperial 2 times already. Basically, just take his resources.
That's true.
If he goes to Imperial, he has a huge economy going, man. Huge economy. Oh my god. Well,
and he's throwing down, look at this, all these monasteries. He's got 5 monasteries, 7 monasteries. My god, there's monasteries everywhere. He's looking to get some conversions going. But those Arambai, man, they look scary.
The thing is, with the monks and with those Arambais, for example, what you do against the monks, light cap facades, they are good. But he has now the Arambais to cover those monks. What units can Melkor do against that right now? Nothing, man. Nothing.
It's over.
And look at the monks. He's killing everything with the Arambais. It's over, like you said, man.
Well, I'm a little bit further ahead than you, so I knew it was over.
Well, you're ahead. Man, I thought that.
a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
But man, I think Melkor, I like what he tried to do, and I think he was thinking in his mind, okay, all my units cost 15% less gold. That includes monks. So his monks only cost 85 gold instead of 100. And he was thinking, okay, well, look at my eco. I've got this huge eco right now. I can just make monks, and then I can just convert everything. But he never made it to the Imperial Age.
I still think anyway that even if he didn't lose the TC, I think the game was going to be for Slam anyway.
I think so too. But man, that was crazy.
Yeah, well, you were telling GG, and I was a bit behind. I was like, what the hell? This Seed on Pyres, he know everything, man. And what happened is that I was a bit behind. Okay, that I was starting to be worried, man. I was like, oh man, he's calling the GG, and instantly GG. Yeah, I was a bit behind. Well, it was funny, man. I mean, it's always sorry for Melkor, but it's always funny to see how you lose one town center at a 99% Imperial, man. Wow.
Yeah, that was special, you know. That doesn't happen every day. So there you have it. Slam will be the victor, and he will be going through to the main event once again tomorrow. Melkor's going to be knocked out, but you know, there's plenty more opportunities. I want to make sure that players have a chance. Melkor had his chance. He came up against a really tough opponent. Slam, you can't take Slam lightly. He's fantastic, and it was unfortunate about the TC, but like you said, I don't think even if he had the Imperial Age upgrade there, I don't think he would have been able to pull that one off and win that one. I think he got a little greedy.
And he didn't have any map, actually. I mean, he was, okay,
Yeah.
he's in Imperial, but he got already the traps, everything there. I mean, it's not like Slam was about to attack. No, he was over him already.
Exactly. It was already high aggression from Slam, and I think he had a great strat. And I'm wondering if Slam and Tato have maybe talked a bit, because they both did a very similar strategy. Yeah, maybe they're sharing some secret top tips with each other.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I also think, really, I mean, if he could do other units, I think, like Aztecs, and if people keep playing more and more these civilizations, they will notice that this Burmese in Arena is top, man. It might be top top 3 civilizations for sure for this map, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And I mean, Cision is the designer of these civs, and Cision is an arena player, so I guess that's why they're so good.
Topic closed. Topic closed.
There we go.
Okay.
So let's show you guys the good old bracket right now. There you go.